Then, so the blinkers, so there's my four-way. So you can see. All right, we have our TST Industries blinkers. Front blinker, which has an built-in LED light, which is going to be our running light. Well, actually, it's not a built-in. It's an accessory that you can add for just a few dollars more, which on our ZH2 has a nice little white running light already. So what we're going to do is we're going to do another white one to kind of go along with it. So this kind of just pops in there like that. Nice and easy, just like that. Then we're going to plug it in. Just like that. All right, so it's plugged in and ready to go. So on this, it's kind of weird that the black is red and the brown dark color here is power. So red is ground, brownish, I think it's a brown. Brown is power. So red will go to black, black will go to yellow. And then this blue is for the running light, which we have an adapter here. So we're going to slap some heat shrink on this and shrink it down, and then we'll go install it on the bike. So a little comparison. So this is a blinker off the ZH2. And this is a blinker from TST Industries. Huge. Look how gigantic that is. Just for entertainment purposes only, I went ahead and put one in. Wires are still kind of dangling, so you can just kind of see what it looks like. So this is pretty nice to the side of the body. This sticks way out, way out. So this is what the running light looks like. Look at that. Now that looks nice. So you got the little bit of a running light. Then, so the blinkers, so there's my four-way. So you can see that this new blinker is definitely brighter than that right side blinker. Here, let's look to the side. Now to the side, you definitely see it blinking. Well, I guess you can see it blinking on the other side. It kind of lights up that whole case that's in there. So that's the screw we need to get out right there for the blinker. Same thing on this side that I've already changed. And the cable is up here. So it's actually, this side is slid into a little bracket. I'm going to try and get you a picture of it. And this one on this left side, or the right side, is just taped. Yeah, see that red tab right there? That's it there. Alright, so can't get the tab off. Just push on the top. You pinch the top, this will pull right out the bottom. Now we're just going to take a long Phillips. And then pull off the little bracket. Take a pick or something to pull out the inner bracket like that. Grab it, pull it off. Try not to break anything. So in case you don't know how this works, so when you press the rubber in through the fender, this little bracket here, which I have backwards, goes in, flares open the rubber, so it kind of holds it in place. And then this metal piece that I unscrewed with the screw slips on over the end of this rubber, and you screw it in, and it kind of holds it so it doesn't pop out. Holds it to the rubber. I mean, I don't know who came up with this idea, but I mean, it's okay. I've had them pop out before, and the rubber wears out and they fall out, so it's not the greatest. Slip in the new one. I'm just gonna put the wires through the hole, pull it through, put the new light on. You have a washer, a rubber O-ring to put on first, We're going to put that on. It goes around the body. TST's got some videos for the Z900. I have some videos for the Z900, but not to putting these on. So then we got this little clicking kind of clicky bracket, and the fingers go against the outside of the bike towards the blinker. And so what we're going to do is kind of get them and push them all the way down. So then now we've got to connect our wiring. I'm going to use some heat shrink. All right, so we do know red goes to black. Let's put our heat shrink on first. Then we got yellow. Goes to brown. All right, so we're going to slide the heat shrink up. I guess we didn't really need that much heat shrink, but whatever. Take our little torch. It's going to heat it up, shrink it down, like that. Make it nice and waterproof. All right, and then now, ooh, that's how it's hot. Ooh, hot. Shrink it down. Ooh. I mean, you could just wrap it in tape too. I mean, that works. All right. So before we get too far, let's plug this back. Let's plug it in and make sure it works. We don't have the running light plugged in yet. That's okay. Let's just check the blinker. All right, look at that. You can't tell me that does not look better. Come on now. That's where the relay is. It's actually right inside this bracket. It's on a rubber grommet. And I grabbed the relay with some needle nose, and I just pulled, and it slipped right off the rubber grommet, and it came down about here. And I got a $10 one from Amazon, and I went ahead and plugged it in. And for my running lights, this red wire that's on the relay gets power when you turn on the key. So I've just taken the little tap, and I've tapped right into the red wire. So when I turn the key on, it supplies power to the running lights. Super simple. Took the blue wires from both blinkers and I crimped them together, and then one wire going up to the relay. So that feeds them both. So now when you turn on the key, you got both running lights along with the running light on the bike. Now they're not real bright. They're kind of just subtle. I mean, I think it's going to look good. I mean, you could go with yellow, so it kind of looks like markers. I was debating between the white and the yellow, but the white looks good. So now they blink, normal speed, not super fast. I'll put a link below for everything from TST blinkers, the relay, so that way y'all can just grab it. All right, so let's tuck up some wires and make it look clean. Let's grab some zip ties. So I got a zip tie on them, kind of clustered them together. So now up here, there's quite a lot of wiring looms that you could zip tie to. So just got plenty of room to zip tie stuff. So I'm gonna run a zip tie up over the main harness. Is anything gonna interfere? So it looks like the shock is hitting all that wiring. My front fork. Alright, so the front fork is hitting all that wiring. I don't know if y'all can see it. So I'm going to have to zip tie it somewhere else. I shall return when I figure out where. So I've zip tied to this center. Kind of put them together, zip tied them together, zip tied them right there. So now, if you turn the wheel, they don't hit any of the wiring.
Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.